What is going on? I'm Zedmot, as we've got all of the starfish, all the turtles, and a little crab that jumps when you tap it. As with Boom Beach, make sure you tap all the things. Many details happen, just like in the radar. Tap on the things in the armory, wherever the heck my armory happens to be. Do, again, tap on the things. Tap on all of the things in Boom Beach. It will get you details you had no idea existed. Or maybe you did, because you've been subscribed for a long time. Speaking of things you need to do, throw code ZMOD in there, because it makes the game give you 84% better details on all of those details. Check your trees for monkeys. That is why we keep the trees, and because it can hide some buildings sometimes. We're going to jump into Warships, though. A lot of people are talking about diamond and 6 engine rooms and 5 engine rooms. We're going to start here. We'll move to that stuff in a second. But this is my engine room locked. For those of you who are not HQ 18 or HQ 12, this is the tech tree you want to be running. This choice node, probably the worst choice node in the game. Unless you're HQ 12, you shouldn't be getting it. That's why I don't have it. So this is what I've been doing. I was at 2 engine rooms collecting chests, moved to 3, and you can collect way more chests at 3 engine room before you lose your troops. A lot of these attacks, if we look at my win-loss record, doing very well, not losing many rocket choppas. You lose 1 per attack, you lose 2 per attack, or you totally screw up and lose all of them. Somewhere in between. We're going to drop all of the rocket choppas on this left-hand ramp. I know this is probably old hat for many of you, but it's a weird season where people who start at rank 0 or play casually are a little bit farther behind, so they end up missing out on these strategies. One shock and then waiting, getting that next shock out there, getting rid of the sniper tower. Then we're going to back flare so that we don't get into the range of that boom cannon and cannon too early, and then flaring, and then shocking, and then moving in and getting all of the things. I told you we weren't going to lose that many troops. So far, we have lost 0 and again lost 0. No instant training, no problem. Timing is definitely fairly critical. Almost lost one of those rocket choppas. We are going to beat most players, though. Now, if you're at the HQ 12 level, you're probably going to be capped. I would be amazed if you could get to rank 18. Probably going to start getting, like, already this season, that finding opponent screen is spinning for me. And there's no base that can stop this, because what people have to do is they have to front load some of their defenses to stop people who are using rifle rush or heavy rush or whatever the heck they're using. We then get the advantage from that coming from this left ramp. Don't sleep on this left ramp. Saw some people on the Discords talking about how to do attacks. Figured I would give a little bit of details. This base, probably one of the better bases, simply because we can't just go straight across. Gonna have to do things ever so slightly differently, but it's all about picking where you drop your troops. I'm gonna drop my troops so they head straight for that cannon, straight for the other cannon, and then as soon as they get close, we're gonna get that somewhat difficult shock out, shocking all of the things, farming all of the gunboat energies, and then as we start to get a bit closer, we know that boom cannon at the back is going to come into play. That is why we are waiting. Next shock coming out. That is going to be fairly important. Getting away from those top boom cannons. I told you there's a lot of things going on here. Need to get that next shock out. Manage to nail that shock. Absolutely crushed that shock. And now onto there, trying to get all of our rocket choppas into position. We're probably going to lose a couple because this base was better laid out, but still only lost 2. Little bit slower though. That's a good base. I'm going to bet that was a rocket chopper player. Let's have a look at Romaine. Like the lettuce, let's see what you got for us. That's my first actual loss, probably in 30 battles when I didn't fizzle. So let's see what Romaine did. Guessing they used the exact same thing. Yep, they sure did. So I tip my cap to you, Romaine. It's very, very rare to lose on time with rocket choppers. Obviously going to become more relevant as we start to move up the ranks. And that, like I said, that is the first base that I have seen that is slightly different. We're going to spread our flags out a little bit. We want some to go for the boom cannon, some to go for the cannon. As they start to come into sight, getting that first shock out, I was a tiny bit early. You know you're right on time when you get the buildings as they turn towards your defenses. That is the perfect time. A little bit early again. It's better to be early than be late, though, in all circumstances. I am one of those people who is on time, and it drives me crazy when everyone is late. But that is neither here nor there. As we try to get our next shocks out, we have lots and lots and lots of gunboat energy. Just need to throw some med kits onto those rocket choppers as those sniper towers get me. 314. As Romaine showed, 310 is generally your win, but as long as you don't fizzle with rocket choppers, you're probably going to do fairly well. Hoping to get that next rank chest, even just collecting in gold. I don't care about this account from a reward standpoint. I just want to get some intel for my task force. This task force, by the way, is Kindergarten 9. This is our most popular task force. It is always full. If you check the stats, we are basically always beating operations up every single day. Highest leaderboard ranked number 1 over there. Little humble brag there. But if you want to get in here, just hit me up on YouTube. Hit me up on Discord. We don't care about statues. We don't care about troops. Just come in, have some fun. Our only rule is you have to do two of three things. Number 1, you have to chat. Number 2, you have to get some of those blue papers, get some intel. And number 3, you have to attack the operation. Do 2 of those things. You are golden. You're set 29 diamonds every day. Bob is your uncle. Quick note, code ZMOT in Brawl Stars if you're looking for a club. Not only do we have task forces, we also have clubs. Also, on that note, code ZMOT works in every single Supercell game. Back to the game at hand, though. So we've got a boat of bombardiers getting ready for us. We're going to do an operation attack before we move on. Operations at the back. Oof, that's bad. By the way, Kirk, for those of you who know what I'm talking about, If you know, you know. Kirk from Triangle 9 has been playing Boom Beach for 8-ish years, and finally, for the first time, got his GBE 42 statue. So if you are waiting for a statue, please do let me know. Kirk has been very vocal about the fact that he does not have a GBE 42, has been waiting 8 years, and then got his GBE 42, and it gave him a total of 0 extra gunboat energy unboosted. So a little bit of a letdown there, but also so much excitement. One of those things that I know players who have gone years without a troop damage 32, have gone years without a troop health 35. I don't know anyone who gives a care about maxed green or maxed blue, but if that is you, do let me know. I know that right now we have maxed scorchers with life leech. We also have heavy choppas. We're going to go back to old school though. One quick note, that shock mine that is in the kill zone is level 3. Anytime you get a level 3 shock mine, you need to be super careful, because it is not a good time when your troops move when they're not supposed to be moving. So we're going to use this one boat of bombardiers to get rid of the shield gens. Also, getting rid of a couple extra mortars and things is going to be helpful, because maybe we don't have to shock them, probably do anyways. But number 1 priority right now is those shield gens. We can't do a core hit while those shield gens are up for obvious reasons. I guess we could do it, but it's not gonna do any good for us. So next up, I'm probably gonna need to re-flare. I'm not sure if I'm gonna re-flare my troops backwards or just gonna forward flare onto that shield gen. We'll see how many. Yeah, see, they're just bombardiers. By the way, bombardier targeting is the exact same as Zuka targeting, exact same as Everspark. They will target the defense that is in their range that is most damaged first. Shield generators don't shoot back, so they are not considered. Same thing with rocket choppas that don't attack an engine room. You need to flare the engine room. And because rocket choppas use slightly different targeting, they use the same targeting as Scorchers, you need to keep that flare active. This is where knowing the main base is incredibly, incredibly important. Knowing those details on the main base will help your warships attacks. Those players who are maxed on the main base, typically better warship players. I know that's a very, very, very big generalization, but knowing how the game works is only going to help you out. Now, as Bullet gets to that shock mine, need to get our troops moving. 1, 2, 3, getting that next shock out. And now we need to shock in behind us and up there. And then we got our taunt pumping out. All of the things, all of the lasers completely and utterly getting wrecked by Bullet's taunt. Need to shock in behind, maybe throw in some of that in there. Not enough shocks, not enough damage. On the plus side, leaving the core hit for someone else. I kind of like when I don't finish on Cooker in task forces where there are extra hits, because it gives other people low stress attacks. Like we've got 12 attacks for Cooker and Dioxin. Realistically, everyone could just barrage the core and the operation would be finished. So that is why I did not boost any statues. This, by the way, is Delta 9. Couple spots in there, slightly higher level. As you can see, all Zuka. It is not tanks and random things. Obviously, when the heavy choppas are here and Scorchers are boosted, it's not all AZ, but you get my drift. Into the warship we go. I am sitting at rank 20, collecting those chests, waiting to go to 6 engine rooms. 6 engine rooms, in case you were unaware, has Barrage and Shock Launchers. That max level Barrage is going to be absolutely insane, but of course, I won't have it because I've spent tokens elsewhere. At least I can use Barrage to clear mines, though. My Seeker powers have gone super, super streaky. I go from like the best hitter to the worst hitter like you would not believe. And one of the number one attacks that people are doing, I'll show you on a different base. This is not the one that I've wanted to show you. We're going to send Bullet from the right. We'll send some other troops from the left. I'm going so slow. It is insane. We're going to send Bullet over there. We're going to send 3 over there. Sending Bullet into that neighborhood. We're going to send 1, 2, 3, 4 with him. Maybe 4, probably not enough, but you get the basic idea. Then we're going to send 1 over in that neighborhood, throwing some shocks out, getting rid of some more shock mines. I'm a little bit concerned that a bunch of our Seekers are going to go to the right. They actually didn't, which is kind of good, kind of bad. There we go. Getting some Seekers back into that neighborhood, hopefully reducing the amount of GBE required as we throw our artillery on this left-hand side engine room, bullet taunting some things. I think I talked a little bit. We might still have a chance at a win. Seekers, so good. I'm really enjoying Seekers with GBE. I couldn't even imagine if I had double GBE. Both those GBE nodes would be so strong. What do you got for us, Onyx? We win. Yay. I wanted to show you a time that I got against this one. 319 versus 321. Maxi 100% ARG did an attack that... This is how people are doing this. So the number one thing is to barrage. Actually, I'll just let them do it. Maxi 100% ARG has all of the GBE nodes, and as a result, they can send in some Scorchers with Mr. Bullet and send him towards the back, and then throwing all the artillery at that back right engine room and just walking all their Seekers through this stuff. So Seekers walking through, throwing artillery. They've got enough GBE to not only throw artillery, but like throw enough artillery to clear an engine room, but also to clear mines. Super envious. And then just walking all of their Seekers through, having enough GBE to throw all those smokes at the end. That second GBE node, so tempting for all of those reasons, but let's be honest, 6 engine room barrage, way more appealing. There are times in this season where you hear that siren call. I've got the troop damage calling my name. I've got the GBE calling my name. You need to ignore those and know that 6 engine rooms is going to be better, better, better. I hate... Now, do you guys know why these decorations are at the shore? The whole point of these is so that when you scout them, you might drop troops by accident. That is why those are on the ramp. Be very, very, very careful when scouting along the ramp. So that is why they're there. They are incredibly, incredibly dangerous. Be very, very careful. But you don't have to be like, it's not so careful. It's just, you need to be careful. Hopefully that makes a bunch of sense. We're going to send 2 boats over here. Where they're going to go, I don't really know. We're just going to throw a shock there, trying to make sure that Bullet keeps moving. My worst attacks are when Bullet stops moving. Anytime Bullet gets hit by that shock blaster, bad things happen. So now we're just going to throw some smokes, getting majority of our troops walking and rolling and underneath all of the things, and then slowly but surely throwing those shocks out. Don't call me Shirley. The fact that Bullet is stuck now, not the worst thing, because Bullet is still getting shot in the face. We're getting all of the value out of Senior Bullet, and then 3 minutes 11 seconds with a bunch of scouting looking at trophies. So I think we've probably picked up the win. Couple details covered, talking about knowing where your troops are going to go, why those trophies are on the ramps, how to use rocket choppas, picking up a couple wins, knocking on the door for diamond. Now, if I had more confidence, I wouldn't have claimed that chest in gold. A little bit of a stupid maneuver considering the fact that we are on a bit of a good streak. As you can see, haven't attacked in 11 hours. Picking up 2 wins in a row means probably shouldn't have claimed that chest. Should have pushed a little bit more and tried to claim them in diamond, but time is limited at the moment, so I'm going to claim that. Maybe I won't claim this one, but with 6 chests, probably was a stupid maneuver on my part. So don't do what I do. Do better. I shall talk to you soon. Throw code ZMOD in your shop. Let me know which statue you're holding out for, which statue has been elusive. Also, this is a trophy, this is a statue, so maybe let me know if you're looking for an elusive trophy as well. I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. Liking, sharing, subscribing, all that. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. Peace.